The night was calm above Earth. Stars shined quietly in the black sky. But beyond the moon's shadow, something huge was moving. An alien fleet, dark, cold, and silent, slipped into Earth's orbit. They were called the Krell Dominion, a race known for stripping planets of life and resources. For them, Earth was just another stop, a weak blue world full of energy to take. Commander Vrax stood on the bridge of the lead ship. His eyes glowed under the strange red light. "A perfect target," he said. "Primitive life, no defense systems, no fleet. Begin extraction." Below, no one on Earth knew what was coming. Satellites flickered. Radio signals went silent. In the deep ocean, strange machines began to drill into the crust, searching for the planet's energy. But something was wrong. The scanners started showing unusual energy pulses, not random, but rhythmic like a heartbeat. Vrax frowned. "Report, what is that?" The scientist stammered. "It's coming from beneath the surface. Something alive." Suddenly, one of the smaller ships vanished from the radar. No explosion. No debris, just gone. The crew whispered in fear. Another pulse hit the fleet, stronger this time. The lights flickered. The ground below began to tremble. From deep inside the Earth, a low hum echoed through space. It was old, powerful. Angry Vrax looked out the window, his voice low. This world hides something. And as the planet's heartbeat grew louder, the alien commander finally understood. They hadn't found a dead world to exploit. They had woken something ancient. Deep under the Earth's crust, something began to move. Layers of rock cracked. Tremors spread across oceans and continents. The Krell ships above watched their scanners fill with energy spikes, older than any star chart could explain. Commander Vrax growled, "Dig faster. I want to know what's under there." Drones entered the deep tunnels. Cameras showed rivers of glowing light flowing like veins through the rock. Then one by one, the screens went dark. Dr. Lena Kaur, a human geophysicist working in a secret Earth observatory, stared at her monitors. "These readings, they're impossible," she whispered. "It's like the planet's core is waking up." In space, Vrax's main ship trembled as a massive surge of energy shot upward from Earth. The wave ripped through the fleet. Systems crashed, alarms screamed. One ship exploded without warning. From the deep mantle, giant metallic shapes began to rise. Enormous figures trapped in stone. Their eyes glowed with golden fire as they broke free. The ocean boiled above them. Mountains cracked open. Vrax shouted, "What are those things?" The scientist replied, terrified, "They're machines, but they move like they're alive." On the surface, humans saw strange lights under the ground, glowing lines that formed ancient symbols across deserts and seas. Birds fled. The air vibrated. Dr. Lena recorded a final message. "Something old is rising. Something that remembers us." High above, the alien commander watched in disbelief as the first Guardian lifted its head from the Earth. It was as tall as a mountain, covered in stone and light. Its eyes opened. Two golden beams cut through the clouds, and in that moment the Krell finally realized Earth was not unprotected. Across the planet, strange dreams began. People saw flashes of light, stone giants, and voices whispering in unknown languages. Every human felt it. A strange warmth deep in their chest, like the Earth itself was calling to them. Dr. Lena Kaur woke from her dream, shaking. In her vision, she saw ancient humans standing beside the same stone giants that were now rising. She whispered, "They know us. They were made for us." In orbit, the Krell fleet tried to regroup. Commander Vrax shouted, "Attack those creatures before they reach the surface," but their weapons failed again. Energy blasts vanished into thin air, as if the planet itself absorbed them. On the ground, people gathered near glowing cracks in the Earth. Symbols of light spread like roots, forming patterns visible from space. Governments tried to understand it, but nothing made sense. Dr. Lena's team finally decoded a signal coming from the deep. It wasn't random, it was a message. With trembling hands, she connected her neural device to the pulse. A voice echoed in her mind, deep and calm. "Children of Earth, we are your guardians. You called us long ago and we have returned." Tears filled her eyes. "They're not monsters. They're protectors." But the aliens didn't stop. The Krell sent thousands of drones toward Earth's surface. Explosions lit up the sky. Yet as the first missiles hit, the Guardians began to move. Slowly but with unstoppable force. Mountains shifted. Oceans rose. The Earth itself fought back. Dr. Lena whispered, "It's not just the planet, it's our ancestors' will." And as the first guardian stepped fully into the sunlight, its stone chest burned with ancient fire, humanity's fire. The sky turned red. Alien ships filled the clouds like a storm of metal. Commander Vrax had lost his patience. "No more waiting," he growled. "Burn this planet to its core." Thousands of plasma beams fired toward Earth. Cities trembled, oceans boiled, and human communication went dark. Yet through the fire and chaos, the Guardians began to rise, each one glowing brighter than the weapons raining down. From the Pacific Ocean, a giant figure of molten stone and light emerged. It raised one arm, and a wave taller than skyscrapers rose with it, crushing Krell drones like insects. In the Sahara, another Guardian stood, its body covered in golden dust. The air around it shimmered as it bent light into energy shields that protected nearby towns. Dr. Lena watched from a bunker, her voice shaking. "They're fighting back. They're protecting us." The Krell ships fired again, stronger this time, but nothing worked. The Guardians absorbed the energy, glowing even brighter. Lightning flashed across continents, controlled by unseen hands. The Earth itself was alive. Every storm, every tremor now a weapon. In orbit, panic filled the Krell command bridge. "Our systems are collapsing," shouted one officer. "Their power, it's rewriting our machines." Vrax clenched his claws. "Impossible. No world has ever resisted the Dominion." But deep inside the Earth, the heartbeat returned. Louder, steady, unstoppable. Dr. Lena's screen showed a message forming in strange glowing symbols. "Defense protocol, humanity priority." Her eyes widened. "They were made to protect us, even now." As the largest Guardian raised its hand toward the sky, its eyes burned like twin suns. Energy shot upward, tearing through the clouds straight into the alien fleet, and then silence. Silence filled space for only a moment, then light exploded across the sky. The Guardians had risen beyond the clouds, climbing into orbit like giants made of living fire. Their bodies shimmered with molten gold, and their movements shook the heavens. Commander Vrax stared from his command bridge, disbelief in his eyes. "How can creatures of stone fly?" he shouted. But even as he spoke, one Guardian turned its glowing face toward his fleet. Its chest opened, revealing a core brighter than a star. A beam of pure energy burst forth, cutting through entire lines of Krell ships. One after another, the alien vessels vanished in blinding light. The soundless battle in space looked like a dance of gods. On Earth, humans watched in awe as streaks of gold and red tore across the sky. The world stood still. Every soldier, every scientist, every child, watching the planet defend itself. Dr. Lena whispered into her recorder, "The Guardians are not machines. They are alive. They remember the war that created them. They remember us." The Krell tried to retreat, engines roaring, but the Guardians moved faster than light. One struck the mothership with a single touch. The entire vessel cracked apart, glowing from inside as its reactors melted. Vrax screamed, "Fall back! Fall back!" But it was too late. The Guardians surrounded the fleet, trapping them in a sphere of blazing light. The sky lit up brighter than any sunrise. When the glow faded, only fragments of metal drifted quietly in orbit. Dr. Lena watched the last spark fade and whispered, "They've saved us, again." But even as the people of Earth began to celebrate, the Guardians did not return to silence. Their eyes still burned, watching the stars and as if expecting something worse to come. The war was over. The skies cleared and the stars returned to their quiet glow. Fragments of the Krell fleet drifted in orbit like ashes of a burned empire. Earth was safe, but silent. Dr. Lena Core stood on a mountain ridge looking at the horizon. Dozens of massive shapes stood still across the land. The Guardians. Their golden light had dimmed, but their presence filled the air with power. They didn't move, didn't speak. It was as if they were waiting. Lena placed her hand on a glowing stone near her. It was warm, pulsing softly. "You can rest now," she whispered. "You kept your promise." A deep, gentle voice echoed in her mind, the same she had heard before. "Our duty is done, but the stars still hold shadows. When you call again, we shall rise." Tears filled her eyes. Humanity had always believed it was alone. Now it knew the truth. Earth itself was alive, ancient, and protective. Across the planet, the Guardians slowly returned to the Earth. One sank beneath the ocean waves. Another stepped into a volcano. Some turned into stone mountains, their forms blending into nature. They would sleep again, until the next time humanity needed them. High above, satellites captured the final scene, the largest guardian standing in orbit, staring into deep space. It raised its hand once, and a beam of light shot far into the stars, a silent warning to anyone watching. Dr. Lena watched the beam fade, her voice soft but proud. Earth doesn't need saving. It remembers how to fight.